Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I want to do a short little video on doing Cork and EVA, adding some letters. You could do numbers, pretty much anything. If you've seen my other ones where I've done the checkered pattern, or I think I did a cross. In the past I did a rod for a friend that it was OU, and the U split the O, and that was my first one. Just kind of playing around to see what else I could do with cork. So I wanted to share that with you guys, how I do it, and I know there's other ways to do it. Probably looks a little bit better than what I do, but this is what I do just for the equipment that I have. So first thing is the pie jig that they have at Mudhole. That's where I got these at. Just like I do in them other ones, you got to do the pie shapes, and then you got your slice, so you can put your rings together. So this is what, I guess I should start up here. So this is how it turns out. Alright, now as you see, everything, you try to keep it up. Each one of these are rings. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rings. This ring right here, it's all solid. Now, as you see on the O, how it's up on top, I had tried doing it in between, but I didn't like the way it looked. So I just went with the top and bottom of your straight lines. And I mean, depending on how you look at it, it may look a little goofy too. So you can play around with that, just kind of whatever you like. Now this one I didn't completely finish because I don't know what I'm going to put it on yet. I just kind of did these to show you guys how they turn out. Now this one, I don't know how well this is going to turn out as far as look on the camera, but this is OSU for the Cowboys. It may be a little difficult to see it, but I did a printout. So this is what I do to get started. This is the first thing I do when I decide I want to do something. Each one of these are the rings. So you're going to do a full piece of cork, like 1/2 inch thick. So you're going to have extras depending on, which is kind of good because like this one for sure, you've got these 2 rings are going to be the same. So you're going to get at least 3 depending. You could possibly get 4. But sometimes some of the corks, like the burnt's a little bit thicker than the regular, so it may not come out good enough to line up, but at least you're going to get 3 of them. So what I do, and it depends, because like this S, that S will not come out right if you try to make it smaller. Now the bigger you go, just like it is on there, you have to rotate it to see it. The smaller you could go, the better it would be. So this one I did 6, and that is a 12 pie jig. So I just cut it in half. So I did half burnt, half regular, and there's what you get. Now this one you're going to go burnt, and then 2 regulars, a burnt, and then the rest regulars to finish up your circle. And you just follow that through, and it's just an easy way, because you'll do that to give you an idea of how to lay it out, and then when you go back together, you'll follow this and glue it together that way. Because like on these, I did all 3 of these at the same time, so I had to refer back to it. And to show you what I'm talking about, there's the R. one side of it, and then there goes part of the loop. So as you can see, it's just kind of an easy way to play around with it. You can still use your jig, and I mean it takes time because you're gonna make your pie pieces, put it all together in a sequence that you got, glue those together. And I use, which I didn't bring them, I can't remember if I showed on my other cork handle videos, but I just use zip ties, zip tie them together, and then I'll just wait until the next day and then break them down and then slice them and clean them up, put them back together in sequence and whatever else I got, glue those together, put them in the jig, and then let them sit for another day. So it does take time, and like doing it this way, you got to cut all these pieces out, and on your burnt kind of have an idea of what you're going to do. So obviously you're going to have a half of a burnt one, because the bigger pieces that you can use, like this one, you want to cut out a four pies in one, just so you don't have a whole bunch of pieces, because then it really gets into a pain. So the more that you can point out and say, okay, and like say you can get 3 slices out of it at least. So this one is 3. So you got 1, 2, I don't see any more. So I've got 2 of those. So one of them will work. So I can do 1, 3. The U, you got 4. So you can kind of look and get an idea, because if you're going to try to do each individual one as its own, so the R you'd have 6, you will get frustrated by the time you get done, and you want to keep it fun. And this is what I just play around with stuff and try to make it fun and try to show you guys what I find, how it works, and how it turns out, just to kind of give you guys an idea and see if it's something maybe y'all want to try. And that's pretty much all I got. Pretty sure we've talked about these I got at Mud Hole. They're $43, $44 a piece, and I think you can buy them in kits also, so you can go check them out. So that's all I got. Hopefully that'll help you out, give you something else to play around with and see what you can come up with. Maybe come up with something that looks a little better. Let me know. Alright, that's all I got. You guys have a good one and have some fun and go catch some fish. Thank you.